Scott really hates on people wearing backwards hats. I'm not offended by it.
Backwards hats?
It makes you look younger.
I think
because
that,
4-year-olds do it.
I think that if a 40-something-year-old dad walked up to like a soccer game with a backwards hat, I would be like,
Backwards hat?
no.
There might be a point where you need to stop.
Yeah, like I think I would be like, I don't know if the backwards hat is what we're still doing.
Yeah, once you hit 20, I'm like, all right, dude.
Yeah. For you, it's
Flip it
sometimes you
around.
have to flip it because Nora won't leave it alone.
Yeah.
But that's
Sure.
Yeah,
not.
there's
do you-
times.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
I'm like, oh.
Oh.
No, but you don't really wear a hat that much anymore.
No.
I love it when Scott wears a hat.
Occasionally
but he
I
never
wear
does
a hat.
I rarely.
it. He doesn't care about
I enjoy a hat.
I enjoy a hat.
Oh.
You know what we love, though?
Oh.
That's why we made them play baseball this year. We're like, play for the team. Play for the team.
Play.
But wear the hat.
Yeah.
please.
If you don't wear the hat, I'm not coming.
I think I probably just offended a lot of people, but I stand by it
What?
about the backwards
There's
hat.
an age limit.
There's an
I just
age
don't know
limit.
that everyone, a backwards hat is purely a fashion choice because it's not doing anything. Like a forwards
Exactly.
hat is shielding the sun. You know what I mean? A backwards
Yeah.
hat is just like, I think I look good with my hat backwards.
Or it's like I'm having a bad hair day.
that's true. And I just want to cover it up.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And
Then why can't you wear it forwards?
The thing is getting in the way, maybe.
Look, I do think wearing a baseball hat, like, I don't wear them that often, even when I should, because my hair is greasy, just because, like, it does annoy me.
It
Like, the
annoys me.
thing,
And
I'm
I
like,
find
"Ugh."
myself bumping into things.
Me
which
too.
is a little
Bumping
bit
into
of-
I'm like doing, yeah, no, for
like,
real.
Are you wearing it too far down over your eyes?
Probably.
How close are you walking to things? That
No,
you
like especially when
Whenever
I'm getting
she
in the
tries
car.
to kiss someone, I know getting in the car is challenging.
Getting in the car every
I'm like,
time I'm like, okay, my hat is perfect. I get in the car.
Yeah. Because Emily has to have her seat up against the steering wheel
know.
because she's 4 feet tall.
I can't imagine this. This is ridiculous.
I literally
don't do it
can't get
often.
in the car after Emily drives. I cannot
yeah.
physically get myself
It,
into
like,
the seat.
God forbid there be an emergency.
Yeah, it's not
And then you got
happening.
to do the.
Yeah.
No, mine's a manual, so it's quick.
Oh,
manual.
good.
Yeah.
And now she figured out that you can boost it up,
I was
like,
like, oh, I can-
vertically.
I can lever myself up.
pump.
So
pump
even
it
when
up.
I move it back, my head is touching the ceiling.
He's like,
That's so funny.
You're so small.
I like being up high.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. Look, I'm in a terrible mood because
Oh.
my sleep has been down the pooper.
Been a rough week.
The last 2 nights in a row, I've woken up at 3 a.m. and been awake for no less than 2 hours.
Kaitlin,
Well, how old are you?
Right. Like I wake up at 3 o'clock, doing, wide awake.
Oh. Do you
So-
start being
and-
productive or?
I should honestly,
Caitlin, no.
I should be like, I'm going to get up and do work. Like I
No.
should do that because it's like,
No,
I'm-
because now you'd be training your body to get up at that time.
Yeah, that's
You want
true.
to fight.
I know.
Fight your body.
It's very bad. If it's perimenopause, I reject this in the name of Jesus, my Lord and Savior.
Are you kidding?
I'm almost 40.
You're not even 40.
I know, but apparently it starts at like as early as 35.
Am I in perimenopause?
Probably.
You definitely-
No,
something's happening.
I've been having a lot of hormonal situations. Even like this past week, my hair didn't get greasy at all. I went a full 8 days without washing my hair, which obviously is great, but not normal. So it's like clearly a hormonal shift is going on. The lack of greasy hair, the lack of sleep. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I am excited for. Not washing my hair is
Absolutely. But like, I'm trying to think of what other, like this, it's terrible. I would
Worth
rather,
it. Worth it.
yeah,
It
to be up
is.
at 3 a.m.
Well, no.
No, it's
Not that.
literally a
So
nightmare.
you think it's a hormonal thing, the reason you're waking up, or
I
you
do.
think it's anxiety?
I don't think it's anxiety. Okay, so for a while I thought like it was anxiety because it would happen a lot of times on like Sunday mornings. And like Sunday is just a stressful day because it's like, you know, Scott and I are both working and the kids and church and like, you know, like is a volunteer going to call out? Is this going to, you know, and then if like someone has an activity after church and we're rushing to get to it, like Sundays are just stressful days. But for it to happen the last 2 days on a Friday morning and a Saturday morning when we have absolutely nothing going on those days, what am I anxious about?
I guess so. And like
What?
when you wake
Scott
up,
has
you're not.
something.
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
I think you're anxious about not sleeping.
No, stop saying that to me.
That is true.
I know that, look, I do have sleep anxiety. I've talked about that on here in the past. But like for example, last night when I woke up at 3, I wasn't like, oh no, I have to get back to sleep. I was like, whatever. I mean, we're not doing anything tomorrow. I could literally take a nap during Parker's nap if I wanted to. Like I felt very like, I was more just annoyed. Like I was just
Why
like,
am I
what am I
awake?
doing now?
Why am I
like,
awake?
why am I alone?
Why am I
Why
alone?
have I
Why have I
gained 20
gained
pounds? So whatever, it's fine. I'm just falling apart at the seams, T's and P's.
So have you been taking anything? I'm assuming.
No, because I think a lot of the stuff to take is like to help you fall asleep. And I don't have trouble falling asleep. I have trouble staying asleep. Like melatonin is very bad for
Staying asleep.
And I was doing research last night. Yeah, melatonin helps you fall asleep, but not stay asleep. I was doing research last night. 3 a.m. is a common time to wake up because at that hour is when melatonin naturally decreases in the body and cortisol naturally increases. And so so you're already in a lighter sleep around that hour. And then if anything happens, like a noise, your partner is snoring, your baby cries,
Why'd you look at
Yeah,
me?
you looked right at Scott.
then you're more likely to
Do you want to
like
hear a
wake
video
up.
I got the other day? The other
No,
night?
you better not.
Do you want to hear one?
No.
Oh, yo, put it on. Put it on.
No.
No.
Scott.
Did you take a video of me snoring? You know what? That's dirty that you were going to play that on here without my permission.
Oh, yes. You would never bring up
Never.
my offenses.
This is my
without-
show.
This is my show. Wait.
That would have been.
She gave me the side eye hard,
Yeah, that was
almost-
pretty.
but I was
just
prepared,
died.
friends.
You almost just combusted in your
That's what a
seat.
decade of marriage does. I got my defense ready. No,
I cannot believe you took a video of me sleeping.
it was hard not to. No, honestly, I did it for you because I thought you would find it funny.
Well, don't play it on here.
I won't be playing it on it.
Well,
You know
show
why
me
else
later, show
people
me
wake up
later.
at 3 a.m.? Because in history, it was too long. The night was too long for everybody to sleep from, when
Because from
it was
dark
just
to dark,
darkness.
when they didn't,
Right,
have,
right.
they would just go to sleep, when the sun went
When it was
down at
dark.
6 p.m. or 5 p.m.
And then get up whenever
They
woke
would
up.
actually, they would wake up in the middle of the night at 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. I don't remember why, but they would get up, they would like eat, do a few things, and then go back to sleep, and they would finish out the night. It was like a
That makes no sense.
reverse siesta. I know
Yeah.
it didn't.
Interesting.
Either. I don't know that. Look it up.
Well, they did it
it's
for
pretty
longer than we're
fascinating.
doing what we're doing now.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
So maybe it's the right way.
Maybe.
So
But
what can we do? What can we do, Kaitlin?
Die. I don't know. It's not good.
I
This
think
is not a
she's right about
sustainable way to
melatonin.
live.
If you take melatonin, a lot of times it makes you skip the REM cycle.
You go into your too deep of sleep too quickly.
Yeah. And
then
so
it messes up your sleep patterns.
then you wake up and your body's all thrown off.
Can you go to what time are you going to bed?
Like last night I fell asleep like before 10:30. Like I was like 10ish.
Whoa.
Are you going to bed too early?
I don't think so.
I think it's a combination of factors, and also it's hard to actually define it because, like you said, there's multiple things. I
have
think
to stop
that
watching TV before bed.
That's a huge one, but I think when it's on Sundays, you are stressed. You're panicked, and so
Yeah.
then you're not doing it.
Yeah.
I also feel like you've now woken up at 3 a.m. for the last few nights, and now your body's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm used to this. So who knows? But it's probably a multiple
It's
factor
just
situation.
the way that I look forward to my shows before bed. If I have to get rid of that, I might as well just end it all. Like, what is
if
the point?
you just like cap it off with like
Then read. Like watch a show. Then
watch a
read.
show and then listen to like a what am I trying to say?
like a meditation.
meditation app?
No. It's better if she can watch 17 or 30 episodes, fall asleep with it playing in her sleep so that I can hear them all night. That's
You're really
definitely
coming
the-
Scott-
for me.
Scott
No,
is
I will
on.
say.
Yeah.
No, listen, I will
you
say.
when you're down.
That is my favorite. Look, I've talked about that before. I like to watch a comfort show. I like to put it on. I like to watch it, and I like to fall asleep while it's playing. And yes, then I usually wake up in the morning, and it's like it went like 3 more episodes, and then I backtrack. But I like to fall asleep like that. Okay.
We do that too.
I did that last night.
Yeah,
Okay,
we did
thank
that
you.
last night.
It's
Fine.
okay on the couch. That's terrible because then how do you transfer to bed and fall asleep?
It wasn't great.
Oh, it's
So you
not
have
a
trouble
problem for
falling
me.
asleep.
I had trouble.
So what do? You go on your phone or you just lay there and think about all your life choices?
I try not to go on my phone.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's really
but then you
hard.
just lay there and what?
And I eventually fall asleep.
Ugh, it's the worst.
But a long time for you is like 10 minutes.
Oh,
15 minutes, maybe. You were asleep before I got off my phone. I went on my phone.
Well, maybe.
Such an idiot.
Well, maybe.
I'm literally talking about like an hour to fall
No,
asleep.
It felt like longer than 10 minutes.
I wasn't even off my phone yet. You were already asleep.
I am undone. You are so
Okay, but he goes on his phone when he gets in bed. I
do.
don't. And I always fall asleep first.
Yeah.
okay. So that's
So you should
something.
go
I'm
off
not
your
saying it's
phone.
the right thing.
I just
Okay, but don't come at me for falling asleep before you.
I was
do
just
feel
commenting
like-
on how you said that it was such a long.
It felt long, okay?
Yeah, that is okay. I do feel like the men are
10
coming at
whole
us today,
minutes.
so we have to stay
Yeah.
together. We have to stay
10
together.
whole minutes.
10 whole
She was
minutes.
awake.
All right. You know what?
Yeah.
So then how do you eventually fall back to sleep?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, then last night I lay there for a while until it becomes apparent I'm not falling back to sleep. And then I watch Southern Charm because what else are you supposed to do?
And then she pulls out 3 bottles of wine and just drinks herself to sleep.
I wonder if there is like a sleep shot you could take when you wake up at 3 a.m. Just be like,
A shot.
A shot
like,
of what?
like a
something.
Like
NyQuil.
tequila?
NyQuil or Z-Quil.
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 Just like to
I
maybe
know.
get your body back into
Yeah.
the groove and then maybe you don't have to do it anymore. I don't know. It's worth it.
No, I really.
Because once you wake up at 3 a.m., you know it's not going to be a quick thing. So
No.
just take it immediately.
Yeah. Yes. No, you're right. You're 100% right. Oh, so depressing. Okay. So I really,
Oh.
I am sorry.
I'm struggling. Okay. I'm struggling, everybody.
Well,
so.
it doesn't help that Parker is in her little
So what's been
mood.
so this is what happens is that, like I said, it's
Oh.
like Parker, because she has like a little cold, she'll like cry in the night or call to us or whatever. But like last night, for
yeah.
example, she literally just kind of did one tiny little cry in her sleep. She wasn't even calling to us, nothing. But that was all it took to wake me
wake
up.
you up.
And it's not like that she was still asleep, but then it was done.
Here's the
You know what I
weirder
mean?
thing too, because I think a lot of people then go, "Well, close your door and turn on a sound machine."
I know, but you
We've
have
got
to
our
be
door
able,
closed, our sound machine on.
I know,
Yeah.
but also like you
I
have to
know.
be able to hear your kids.
No, that's
I
true.
would
like,
be nervous to not.
Right. So it's like, that's not great. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's not fine. We have to.
Yeah,
figure
no, it's
something
not
out.
fine. I'm struggling.
No.
I'm very much in a struggling place, but it's fine. We'll work it out. But a win that I have had is that I have overcome an addiction that I haven't talked about on here.
Oh.
I found out that I was addicted to allergy medication. Have we not talked
Oh,
about that on here?
Yeah, I don't think we have.
No, I
Okay.
don't think so.
Okay, so here's what happened. I have always had allergies, like seasonal allergies, whatever. I take Zyrtec in the spring, always. Like growing up, I would always take Zyrtec in the spring. Then something happened, like kind of probably around the time we moved here, where I started just like kind of taking it all year because I was feeling like I was having more allergies. Like, I don't know if maybe there's things bloom around here or something, but I felt like, you know, I was having bad allergies in the fall, in the spring, and not as bad in the summer and winter, but still ish, that I was just kind of taking it all year, that I was just kind of like, whatever. And then I remember a friend of mine, Christina, said to me one time that she, like, oh, you have to be careful taking Zyrtec because like it's really hard to wean off of Zyrtec. And I was like, I've never heard that ever. Like the whole world takes Zyrtec. So then midwinter this year, I was like, I'm going to just stop taking the Zyrtec and like cleanse my system of it before I have to start taking it again in the spring because, you know, whatever. Like I don't want to have to be dependent upon a medication. You know what I mean?
Course,
Am I a
course.
full crunchy person? No, but like would I like to like not be on too many medicines? Yeah, of course. So I'm like, okay, let me try and get off of it. On day 2 of cold turkeying it, my whole body was so itchy that I literally scratched myself so hard that I caused myself to bleed on my leg. Like my body was so
Like your
itchy.
whole
So,
body.
My whole body. Like, and it wasn't like, even though, you know that itchy feeling when it feels like it's internal?
Yeah, and you like
Like,
can't get to
Yes.
it.
Like even
Yeah.
scratching myself wasn't resolving it. Like it was like
terrible.
under my skin. It was a terrible feeling. So I, of course, chatted it and they said this actually is a side effect of Zyrtec. And more recently, they've actually started printing it on the bottle because it's like happened to more and more people. So now I guess it is like a side effect is like you might have like itching, whatever. So chat like advised me to like, okay, go back on the Zyrtec because like you're going to die from the itching. Like you're going to like, it's going to be so annoying. Go back on the Zyrtec, wait till the itching dies down. Give yourself like a week or 2. Then do like every other day or something like and wean yourself. So I went back on the Zyrtec for a few weeks got myself settled. Then I actually just did half a pill for like a month. I was just breaking them in half, and I did that for a month, and then I stopped, and I've been fine. And I'm really proud of myself.
You're off?
I've been completely off for like a month.
Just in time for the spring.
Just in time. So
just in time to go back on and take it
so
again.
the reason that I thought to bring this up is because I actually have been feeling my allergies, especially now that we're back at soccer and stuff. We're outside all the time. I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling a little tickle. So I think I'm going to, though, go on Allegra. It's not as effective as Zyrtec, but it doesn't have the itching side effect when you get off.
You could also try, like, if you want
just a nose flows, as Jace likes to call it.
nose flows.
Nose flows?
When she was little, we had to put her on Flonase, and she would just be like, "Oh, do I have to take my nose flows?" So now we call it nose flows.
It's like when you guys were walking in, she saw the cornhole board. What'd she call it?
She said,
bean
we
pasta?
have your bean pasta. And I was like, what? What are you talking
Did you
about?
have a stroke?
Yeah.
What is that?
You mean, you know the game where you throw the bags into
You throw
the
the
hole?
beans.
So
We're like,
the bean
pasta. She's trying to tell me something, and I don't know
You're
what
like,
it is.
she's trying to get something across.
Is this a code?
So maybe I will actually
And
not
eye
take
drops.
Allegra. I'll start with just Flonase and see. And
I would
that's
have
a good
eye
idea.
drops. Do you have
And
itchy eyes?
Yeah, but like, how do you do the contacts? Is that a thing?
I do it first thing when I wake up. I wait 20 minutes, then I put my contacts in.
So I don't know if you know this about me, but I can't do eye drops.
Why am I not surprised?
What do you mean you can't do eye drops?
This totally tracks.
Like she has to lay on
Scott.
the floor, and I have to
Are you kidding?
carefully.
And I like convulse.
What, like, is it your aim, or is it like you don't like something coming at your eye?
Which is weird because I wear contacts. So I'm literally poking my eye 42 times. You know what I mean? Like, but like,
Interesting.
I cannot do it on myself. And if Scott does it, I'm like, like
It's like that episode of Friends with Rachel. She doesn't like eye things.
Oh, yeah,
And they have to
yeah,
pin her
yeah,
on the
yeah.
floor to put her eye drops in.
Wait, this is me. It's you.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
literally me. No, like I literally convulse. And Scott's like, and then there was, remember that one time when Jace had pink eye? And we had to do her eye drops. And she was being psychotic about it. And I was so frustrated.
Taste of your own medicine.
Scott was like, you're just as bad as her. Like, how
I was
mad
about
at
to say it, but I didn't want to come at you. I was gonna be nice.
Didn't want to come at you.
I was gonna be nice. It is funny though, because the girls are exactly like Kaitlin.
It's so I really can't do eye drops. It's very bad.
Okay,
I
all
can't
right.
do
So then
it.
skip the eye
Honestly
drops.
though,
We're gonna skip the eye
They
drops.
really
makes
help
sense.
me though.
It makes sense. Something coming out your eye is very scary.
But yeah, if you put contacts in, it doesn't make that much sense because I should be used to it.
Yeah, kind of.
But like, you know when you go to the eye doctor and they do
No.
that puff of
Oh,
I don't-
Kaitlin,
I don't
you
go to
are
the eye doctor.
you are explaining the Friends episode to a T. It's so funny. She has an eye infection, and like she's like this the whole episode. And they're like, Rachel, you need to go to the eye doctor. Like, just go get drops. You probably have an infection. So Monica has to take her to the eye doctor, and she's sitting there, and the puff test. And every day he's like 3, 2, and she's like, okay. I'll do it this time. It's like it's literally you.
Like, that's literally me. Like when they do the puff, I always jerk my head back so hard that I like hit myself and I'm like, ow. Like, and the doctor's like, you good? Like, relax.
They have to fake you out.
Yeah.
One,
I'm like, don't warn me. Just do it. Like, it really is.
Please watch that episode.
Have
It's
you
really
never been to
funny.
the You have 20/20 vision?
She
do.
does. It's
Ew.
so annoying.
Yeah.
of course you do.
I spend
Of course
hundreds
you
and
do.
hundreds
Emily
of
is, like,
dollars on
blind.
contacts.
Yeah.
Emily
well,
is
thank God you don't
blind.
have to both.
I know.
I know.
I'm so
She's making up
blind.
for the both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously. Well,
I
let's hope
know.
Nora gets your eyes.
I hope so.
She got everything else, so
Well,
hopefully.
Matthew, say it. Can I say it? I didn't
You
mean
have
it in
to
a
now.
negative
Wait, what did you
way.
say?
When
there.
Nora was a baby. She is a baby, but I just mean like a newborn. Like
Yeah.
she was very new. They're riding in the car. Caroline's in the front with Matthew. Emily's in the back with Nora. And all of a sudden, Emily goes in this tone.
I didn't mean the tone.
Well,
okay.
Matthew, she has your nose. Like that. And Caroline was like,
What do you mean?
I did not.
and Matt goes, I'm sorry. You know, like she said it like it was like a bad thing. Like it wasn't a good
terrible.
thing.
My
I
bad.
don't know why.
And then she was like, no, I didn't mean it in a bad way.
I don't know why it came out in that tone.
Because
I
that's
really,
what
Because that's what you
inside.
felt. It was your true
well,
feelings.
Matthew, she has your
I
nose.
swear.
Thanks a lot, you jerk.
Yeah.
No, you have a nice nose. Why would I care?
I have a nose.
Are you kidding me? It's a perfect shape. No bump, no
It's
nothing.
literally
It's a little long.
perfect.
I wish it was a little
man.
shorter.
Everybody stop it.
Holy
So-
moly, 2020. Shut up.
Yeah,
he's so
2020.
annoying.
Wake up 6. So, anyway,
You, man,
how did we get to
sorry.
that with
I
Nora?
like that jacket, by the way.
I
Thank
don't know.
you.
We're
But-
talking about our vision.
She's so cute. Yeah, let's hope she
Wait,
gets
did I
his
tell you guys about when I
eyesight.
got LASIK?
Yeah, and it was botched.
Okay, so
Botched.
Scott got LASIK the month they rolled it out in the United States
Scott
because he's that
tested
old.
someone
LASIK.
invented it. And
Scott was the guinea pig. They were like, let's see someone who's willing to just like let us practice on their eye. Like it's like a 20-year-old intern was like, let me scrape away at the
So do you have
It
dry
wasn't even
eye?
called LASIK at that point.
Eye scrapey. Eye scrapey.
Eye
It was like
scrapey.
it was in the back of someone's van.
I did.
Yeah.
It was long enough ago that I got a coupon out of the newspaper.
No.
Not even emailed to
He
you.
coupon cut in for his
No joke.
eye surgery.
That's like getting a discount parachute.
There's so much wrong
on.
there. That we were still using newspapers.
Yep.
And then I got a eye
coupon.
surgery
And they
out of-
were-
with a coupon.
Printing coupons in newspaper.
Bro,
It was
that's not
bad.
good. That's
Okay,
not
wait.
good.
Do you have dry eye?
It was like $300 an eye.
Whoa.
Are you
It
joking?
was
Back then, that's expensive though.
fantastic. And it was life changing. Guys, life changing.
Wait,
Yeah,
she's
except
saying
you
it-
can't see.
Look, I
I'm very confused.
have realized how I still can't
He can't.
explain
He
it.
sees halos when he's driving at night. He sees halos around things. He has floaters.
He's just holy. He's seeing angels.
There we go, there we go.
He's seeing another dimension.
Here's the problem.
It's the orbs.
I've gone back a few times and I'm like, my vision is blurry. So like college, I was a baseball player and I started to struggle because, and I didn't realize it, but I couldn't see
You
the
got
ball
LASIK
right.
before college.
I was still, I think it was maybe, I was still in, I don't remember, late high school, early college.
Wow. Okay, go on.
One of the two. I think I was 18 if I remember right. But
Whoa.
Wow. Oh.
I know. Anyway, so like I've gone back a number of times and I'm like, I can't see right. Like I can't explain it, but it's sometimes blurry, sometimes halos, like distance is weird.
Everything's
whatever.
upside down.
And
Yeah.
they're like,
Red is blue.
Yeah.
I see these orbs floating
Yeah.
through space. But they're like, you're 2020. So I don't know.
They're
Nighttime
lying
is really
to
tough.
you. It's a conspiracy.
Nighttime is really tough. Like,
So is there like a film? Is there like something?
Nope.
That's
I can't really even describe it. And sometimes, like, if I focus harder, it'll be okay. But, like, I don't know. It's weird. But the point to the moral to this story was when I.
I'm just looking at you in awe because I don't know what you're saying.
This makes no sense.
I don't get it.
Even still, so much better than contacts or
Yeah,
glasses.
the glowing
yeah.
review for LASIK.
Fantastic.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that,
Yeah.
Scott.
When they did it, they give you this, like, local anesthetic or whatever. So it doesn't put you out. You're still awake.
Oh,
And you can see everything that's
I
happening.
would rather be dead.
I think somebody might be playing a prank on me because I just
Yeah.
realized that this was the same for the vasectomy. They're like, nope, you're gonna be awake for every surgery.
Oh, wait, I
ever
gotta
had.
tell you this. Wait, I gotta tell you
Tell him.
something. I saw a friend at the park the other day, and she was like, are you guys gonna have any more kids? And I was like, no, my husband got a vasectomy. And she was like, oh yeah, I saw that, like, da. And she was like, oh my gosh, when my husband did, like, he was like, they brought him out in a wheelchair. Like, was he so dramatic? And I was like, I didn't even go with him. Scott drove himself home. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. See, you're so manly.
such a
Oh,
man.
thank
You're
you.
so
Thank
manly.
you.
Okay, back to the eyes.
So they give me this little pill. You put it under your tongue. I'm waiting in a hallway. Okay, picture
Like,
He
give
was,
you
he was
LSD?
roofied. He was
Yeah.
roofied.
Like they
No,
gave
no.
you
God.
acid.
a roofie would have been better. All right. Picture a dentist's
We're not
office.
making light of that. We're not making light of that. We're not making light of that. Go.
No. Picture a dentist's office. Okay, and then in the hallway, there's 20 grown men in a line down the wall, just waiting to go into this room. Like I'm waiting in line. And
Wait. This is for the LASIK.
This is for the LASIK. They come down the line and start handing us pills.
No. Scott, you were part of like an experiment.
Just a little E.
Yeah.
Each of us gets a little pill and they're like, put it under your tongue. So I put it under my tongue and then one guy goes in,
No.
comes out, line moves up. Next guy goes
No.
in, comes out.
How
line
long did
moves
it
up.
take?
It took about
8 minutes.
a minute and a half to 2 minutes for the entire both eyes. But here's what was crazy about it. I lay in the chair. I'm out of it, but I don't realize it. Whatever. I'm still seeing everything. And just I'll give a warning if people want to just tune out for this part. because it's kind of graphic.
Oh.
All right. The scalpel starts coming at my eye.
Heck no.
I can see the scalpel coming at my eye. And I remember thinking, and this is so weird. In any other world, I would be freaking out right now that a knife is coming at my eye. I would freak out. And I just sat there and didn't move. And
But they
watched
drugged
it.
you.
I
Because you
watched
were
it
drugged. Yeah.
Cut like it went blurry. I saw it fold back. Like it was
Okay.
wild.
Well, now I'm
Wild.
done with this conversation. That's so
That's
disgusting.
horrifying.
And then I saw him put it back. Saw like the brush going over it to like
Ew.
Crazy.
I want to know what
pin
that
your
pill
eye
was.
open?
Can I take that before I go to bed? I want to get some of that.
I'm out. Next guy's in. They were just like boom, 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 boom.
What if the guy that was last in line, his pill wore off by the time, and then did you
I know.
like? How did you
Probably
get
did.
home?
I don't remember.
He drove himself
actually.
home.
Yeah,
Myself
right.
home.
Wow, that was interesting.
Yeah, that's my.
That is
story.
wild.
Yeah,
I highly recommend it.
I don't think I could do it.
No, I know that I can't.
I think they do it differently now.
I think they do it with a laser now. Like,
Well, I had a laser too. So he opened it up, and then I remember I saw the
okay.
green laser like in my eye. It was wild. I can remember. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
oh yeah, they would always do it with a laser. What am I saying? I don't know.
They're like with a
LASIK.
like ding 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 ding, like hammering it with like.
about. I don't know. It just
hadn't
sounds
invented
freaky to
lasers
me.
I don't like that.
I
I don't
definitely.
like
I'm
that.
starting to think I was part of something.
For sure. They probably implanted a chip in your eyeball. Speaking of conspiracy theories, I bet you're chipped.
That's why you're a prepper.
I'm
That
convinced.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Chipped. I'm for sure
Scott's
convinced.
been
That would be
chipped.
awesome.
No, legit.
That's why he's a prepper.
Yeah, that's why.
I haven't stopped thinking about the, we're living inside of a simulation since we talked
gosh.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. What did you think about the moon? They went to the moon this week.
They did. They just got back
But they didn't walk on it. Didn't they just orbit it?
Yeah, they
They
went
walked
around the back of it.
I thought they walked on it.
No,
No, they
they
didn't
didn't
walk on
touch
it.
it.
They named a little spot Carol after someone's late wife.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
A spot on the moon?
Yeah, something about a bright spot. It doesn't matter.
was
This
a
is my
crater.
question.
It was an astronaut's. It was a former astronaut's wife, right?
No, the astronaut
Yeah.
that was there, his late wife.
Yeah.
That he was on the
So
ship. He was on the thing.
depressing.
What do you call it? The spaceship.
Yeah.
The spaceship.
What do you call
What do
it?
you call it? Okay. Why didn't we walk on it if Buzz Aldrin supposedly walked on it way back, 60 years ago or something? Or when
Have we not walked on it since?
No.
Yeah, we haven't.
This is why we never went to the moon. It's a lie. Okay?
Why have we not walked on it
Get
again?
ready for the emails.
No, because that doesn't make any sense. You mean to tell me all those years ago we had the technology to fly to space, walk on it, and come on back? And
No.
this is the first time we've been back and they still didn't walk on it? I don't get it.
I don't know the specifics about what like the purpose of this mission was.
It was just for funsies.
So
Just
what
for
was
fun?
okay?
Well, we haven't
I agree.
explored the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, so they
So
saw
they
the
went around
back
the
side
back.
of it, which we've never done before.
Okay.
And I think it's the furthest. that
Oh,
we've
you
been,
know
right?
what else too? Actually,
furthest.
so what they did was it was like something about how the launch happened. Like there was no propelling once they got into space. They like used the gravity of the Earth and they went around it and like essentially whipped themselves to the moon
Oh, yeah.
and then whipped around the moon to then come back.
That is
So
the
they
dumbest.
used no I
Why?
don't know what the
Rockets?
word
Like
is. Like
boosters?
yeah, like boosters when they were like
Really?
traveling.
But
through
why?
space.
Why?
I think it was to try to see if like they could because it's like a cheaper way to do it and or
Why,
something.
why do we need to explore space?
Why-
Why?
that's
why
my
are-
question.
Why
Come
do we have to do
on.
this?
We have satellites.
on.
We have satellites. Send a machine with
Yeah.
a camera. Why do we need to be sending people?
Why are we
Because
sending
we
people?
can.
No.
Right. No, exactly. No. I really want my question answered.
If Go
Why
ahead.
did we not walk on the moon again if we supposedly did it all
Well,
those years ago?
if they did
We did it.
did the without the rocket boosters, they couldn't land and then come back. So they were using like they whipped around the Earth to launch there
What
and
a
then
waste.
used the gravity of the moon
What
to
a
then come back.
waste.
but they
of a
didn't.
trip.
They didn't actually touch the moon.
No.
But what a waste of a trip. You're going to
Yeah.
go to the moon and not land on it?
Right. Like it's like right. No. Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
test
do
it.
that the next trip.
Yeah. We'll just do that.
How
We'll do it
much
next
is that
week.
going to cost?
Yeah. No. I know.
Who's going to go on that one?
You're not paying for it.
Dibs.
I'm just saying.
Gas is $1.5 trillion right now, and we're going to the moon.
Okay,
For
okay.
what?
I do have to correct a few things here.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Humans
Correct
have walked
us.
on the moon 6 times.
Oh,
Okay.
but not Americans.
Apollo 11,
Correct.
12, 14, 15,
Oh.
16, 17.
Oh my god.
A total of 12 astronauts have walked on
all
the
from
moon.
America.
Whoops.
Oh my god. Never mind.
All American voyages.
Wait, really? More
Yeah.
than just Buzz?
Yeah, I was pretty
Oh,
sure.
who else?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Tom
No, he
Hanks.
was Apollo 13.
Yeah,
they
they
did
didn't
not
make it.
They
Oh,
didn't
they
make
didn't
it.
make it. Right.
That
Here is
movie?
something interesting, though. I will say this. The last moonwalk was by Eugene Cernan in 1972.
It's been a while.
Why a cluster of
Right.
them?
Why did we go so often and then
It
they
was
were
a
like,
fad.
we're over
Money.
it. Yeah.
Let's talk conspiracy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think they were probably all fake.
Here's the thing.
The 70s, we landed on the moon. Right.
I'm going to be honest. In the past, I would think anyone who said that we didn't actually land on the moon, I would be like, that's obviously a crazy person, like whatever. No. I could be convinced that we've never walked on the moon. I could be convinced.
I am convinced.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Scott,
Emily's convinced.
We are going to get
Go.
hate mail for this. So
It's
Whatever.
fine. No
It's
one's
the
related
moon.
to Buzz who's listening.
Who are we offending? The moon?
Right, exactly. Right.
the people that
exactly.
went there.
Are they dead?
Not all of them.
Oh, okay, but they're not listening to this. All right, so
well,
go.
actually, I think it was. Oh man, I don't know which one. I think it was maybe Buzz that has said a number of times that we faked it. So that's where a lot of the conspiracy.
He said that he didn't actually go.
He has said a number of times. He's been like, because we faked it. Now, so then a lot of the conspiracy theorists are like, oh, he slipped and said that, and then other people are like, he was joking. He was.
Yeah.
He was
So-
like being sarcastic.
Yeah, but if you watch the clips, it is hard to tell. Like, so.
And he
That's
wasn't.
dry.
He's not like dementia. Like he's not
No, he's great. Yeah, and this is where conspiracies
no
come
dementia.
There's no dementia.
From. Have you seen the Artemis
Artemis 2?
I
I don't know what happened
Have
to
you seen
one.
the stuff?
Yeah, where
stuff
was
with
one?
this?
No.
Like you can see the green screen in the hat.
Oh, yeah, there
like
was
the hat's
that.
floating, and you can see words come across the hat. You can see like.
They didn't even try. What?
I mean, that's what I mean. Look, anything you do today, there's going to be a conspiracy about.
For
it.
sure.
So if you're Kaitlin, you're going to believe all of them.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't believe that the Earth is flat.
No.
Are you sure?
Oh, good job.
No,
No.
because I did some research on that.
You think it's round?
No, I did some research on that. People who are flat earthers believe that Antarctica or whatever is actually just an ice wall that surrounds the outside of the earth so that people don't fall off. That is so stupid.
That's
because if
so
you
dumb. Come
were
on.
sailing and bumped into an ice wall, I think you would tell everyone.
Right.
But those people get killed.
Yeah.
No, the point is that you don't fall off. What do you mean they get killed by who? The government?
they
That if
tell
you
stuff,
find
yeah.
an ice wall.
the Illuminati.
But what is the purpose of trying to convince people that the earth is flat?
You're like, what benefit is there?
What-
to
what
that?
is the
No,
benefit?
you're saying it wrong. What's the purpose of trying to convince people that it's round?
Sure, fine. What would it matter? What
Either
do we
way.
care what shape
Either
it
way.
is?
Well, the one theory is that Antarctica is like we are in a simulation. We are trapped on essentially an island, and the real world is past Antarctica. So that would be their theory.
I
that,
see.
Like, oh, we're in this like Truman Show here.
Yeah.
This is not a good Truman Show. We
There's-
have way too many problems.
There's
I
a
want to be in the Truman
terrible
Show
show.
if it's a controlled environment with good weather and no war and no problems. Put me in the Truman Show.
I have
This
some
isn't
notes.
it. Yeah, I have some notes. Like this isn't it.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, that's the thing. There's
Okay,
a
so
there's
that-
a lot of military people that have said that there's a gigantic black hole in Antarctica, a gigantic black hole that leads like to the center of the Earth. There's a lot of theories.
The center,
lot.
if
What I
it's
will
flat,
say-
though.
But how could that be? If
What I will say about Antarctica that is interesting, and this is why conspiracies like stay interesting, because think about it. Antarctica is the only place on Earth that we're forbidden to go. If you try to go to Antarctica, every government stops it. Every government.
is
like,
that true?
Yeah. Like you can go to a couple designated places.
Like there's no flights, you're saying.
Right,
There's
right.
no way to get there.
Now they don't care any other time. They're like, oh, you want to try and climb, Mount Everest and die? Like, that's fine. Go ahead. Like, try it, But this one place, Antarctica, suddenly everyone in the world is like, nope, can't try that though. Can't go there.
Do a lot of people live there?
Antarctica?
Very few.
Does anybody live there?
No, I thought there was like very
there's
few
some-
people.
Oh, people live there? What? I thought it was inhabitable.
I
thought it
think
was
like scientists that are like studying stuff.
Oh,
like
so
like
there's
in
no-
Lost. Like
There's
Yeah.
no
living in,
like people who originated in Antarctica.
I can't.
No,
actually
I don't think it's
remember.
livable.
Oh, I don't think it's.
What are
you
the
can
temps?
survive?
Real cold.
Like negative a million trillion.
So do we think that's where all the military stuff is?
what's the military stuff?
I don't
do you
know.
mean?
What military
The
stuff?
guns.
The alien
Like
landing.
a lot of bases.
Maybe.
No, because how would they keep the
Yes.
soldiers alive
Well,
No one lives permanently in Antarctica.
permanently? But you can go do a little jaunt.
There are no native populations, no permanent residents or citizens.
okay.
But is someone in Antarctica right now? Like
Yeah.
testing?
Yeah. There's summer or not summer. There's military bases, military camps, like
Oh,
about
That's what I
5,000
just
people,
said.
mostly scientists, support staff, technicians. But again, think about that. Why does no one live there?
because it's freaking cold.
Yeah, so is Alaska.
No, this is colder.
I think it's colder. It's got to be
course
cold.
it's
Well,
colder.
there was one video I saw of scientists in Antarctica, and there was some like storm thing that was passing by, and they opened up the door to the where they were
Oh,
like
yeah.
in, and were like, this type of storm, you would literally last for maybe a minute and a half before you die.
Ooh.
Like it's so cold and it's so windy, it's just like you die.
It's
So-
wild.
No one lives there.
Okay, so I mean, I don't believe that the Earth is flat. I think that that's
I don't.
stupid. I think that's a dumb conspiracy.
Well, that's easy for you to say. Have you ever been around the world?
Have you been to the
I'm just
moon?
kidding.
I've walked on the moon.
Well, and that's a theory of why did we go to the moon? Why even fake it? Well, if we wanted to pretend the world was round, right? You get that photo.
But why?
it back.
Why would they care if people thought that the Earth is
I
flat or
honestly don't
round?
know
Who
at that
cares?
point. Really, yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you understand certain conspiracy. Like obviously, if 9/11 was planned, yeah, I get it. Why they don't want people to know that. But if the Earth is flat or who cares? It doesn't do
I
anything.
think
Like,
that's like for the particularly the science community,
right.
it's kind of like people not believing that Jesus was real. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, like this is like this is what we study, this is what we do, this is
Okay.
truth, this is fact. And so then, you know,
Their religion.
Sure.
sense.
Well, it's just-
sure.
speaking against something that is believed to be true, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
What other conspiracies did people come prepared to discuss?
You name
I
it.
got lots that I
the
love,
moon.
but
I wanted to talk about the moon.
so you don't believe we
Right.
ever went to the moon?
I don't know if I do.
I do either.
If we
Why,
that we
though?
landed on it, because I just think it's weird that we haven't been back. Like, why did we go in the 70s?
There was
And
like a
then
cluster
They
of
were like,
them.
never mind.
It's just also really expensive. So it's like
We were better financially back then, I guess.
no, they were willing to spend the money, and they're like, this is
'Cause
really
we were-
expensive and a waste of our money.
Because we were in a competition with Russia.
Yes, there was a whole
The
race
space
to try
race,
to get
the
to
space
the
race.
and so whoever got there first showed that they were more powerful and dominant. So there was a whole push to do it,
And
and
then
then people
everyone-
stopped caring,
Everyone was like, eh.
and they're like, "Oh, this is expensive, so let's just stop."
All right.
We got samples
I don't know.
from the moon, so there is a
That told
question
us
of
Yeah.
why
nothing.
go back, except
Sample.
for
You mean a rock?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
dust.
rocks, dust, all sorts of stuff.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Optimus Prime, we got him.
We did. We got
I
him.
don't know what that is.
Oh my goodness. But it does make sense because the only thing we need to know more about is the dark side of the moon. So
Why do we need
they
to know
just sent
about it?
them.
Because we had never seen it.
Aliens?
Yeah.
So we'd only see what's the dark side of the moon? I thought so. We only see one side of the moon.
Dark
Yes.
Oh, because the moon doesn't spin the way the Earth does.
Right.
The moon
Correct.
is just a rock that's just stationary.
Yes.
How does anything stay stationary in space?
I mean, it's not stationary. It's it's traveling very fast.
Oh, but I just mean it's not spinning.
I thought it
I
was.
think is it not spinning or is it spinning in like
in
sync?
tandem with the Earth.
Oh.
No, because then you would still eventually kind of see around the backside of it.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't.
So it's
Backside.
always facing us. The same
Side is always
side
facing
is
us.
always
Right.
facing.
So we've never
us.
seen
Yeah.
the back. And let me take a wild guess. The back looks like the front.
It looks exactly
Only
like
a
the front.
little.
Darker.
Just a little bit darker.
They have some craters. I mean, look, it's a fun theory because, the footprints don't match the spacesuit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's definitely a lot of things.
How did, we couldn't, even the technology to talk to them in real time. Like,
that's what people, wait. Like, I literally, there's a quote from Paige DeSorbo, who I actually don't really like, but it was very funny. She was like, you mean to tell me that I can't get cell phone service in all parts of Charleston, and yet you want me to believe that we went to the moon and live streamed it back in the 70s? I don't think so.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
I was
weird.
like, you know what? She makes a point. She
does.
makes a valid point. We live streamed the moon in the 70s. We can't even live stream a church service without hitting glitches every single Sunday.
true.
Like, there wasn't even the internet. How did they do that?
I think they
Satellites?
definitely faked
Some of it, at least
the
some of it.
communication part.
Yes, like they
They
pre-recorded.
could have just
I bet the one small step for man, giant leap for man. I bet that was pre-recorded.
yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
cable works differently than. Sorry.
No, tell us.
Like cable TV, it's not the same technology as live streaming on the internet.
But cable TV's not live. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
news,
is.
the news.
The news is
Oh.
live. Sporting events are live. It's different satellites.
Oh
It's-
yeah, like the Super Bowl.
I don't mean to be a bummer on the.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate your
there kind
feedback.
of has to be two sides, or else it goes really.
goes crazy.
It goes.
I appreciate your feedback on that.
Lay down, go to sleep.
Oh, Emily's talking into the monitor, telling Nora to go to sleep.
Sometimes it works.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, is she crying?
No, but she's standing and like blah blah blah.
Oh my gosh.
That used to work for Jace. She'd lay down, go to sleep. For Emerson, it scared the heck out
It
of her.
scared her.
She was up
She
the
thought
rest
there
of
was
the
a
night.
demon
Yeah.
talking to her, like on the monitor, and then she would
Okay.
scream.
Oh.
Okay. Any other conspiracies you want to bring to the table?
Oh,
Because this
man.
is very
I mean, there's
interesting.
a
So wait,
lot.
the footprints don't match. Do you have any other information about why people think it's fake? So Buzz himself said it
yeah.
was fake. The footprints don't match. What else?
Multiple astronauts that landed on the moon have said it was fake.
And then did they get killed though after saying that? Like I'm
they
surprised.
got
And
corrected,
then
or they
they
would say we were
disappeared.
joking, or we didn't. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant to say. So it's that kind of like, was it a slip or was it real?
Something about the gravity and like how they're bouncing around is like a
Gravity,
little weird. I don't know.
The shadows go different directions.
Oh my gosh, it seems fairly obvious.
Who's taking the photo of them in the in the suits?
Oh my
There's,
gosh. Wait, what? They're
there's
all
lighting issues. I mean, gravity is weird because like everyone talks about the flag. The flag doesn't.
Yeah.
But
you know,
also, but how can we in space? I'm assuming gravity and wind and all that stuff is different, or even like shadows. I don't think it's the same thing that it is on Earth. So wouldn't it be different?
No, there's only one light source really up there, the sun.
Oh, I guess. I guess it's true. The sun.
Also, the best argument I've ever heard for the moon theory is fantastic. Not, like the technology, how do we communicate, all of these things, but then we took a car up there and drove
no, that's
it
Jerry
around the moon.
Seinfeld. That's not the most male-centered thing I've ever heard. They took a car and just drove it around.
Like they had the computing power of a calculator back then, and they're like, let's take a car up there
take a
and
car.
drive it.
Right. Like, what was the point of that?
So-
But also, how did the car stay and not float off?
I mean,
There's some
people
gravity,
didn't
but
float
it's
off.
very, very minor.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The people didn't float off.
Right.
I guess.
It's
There's
less
some
gravity.
Some
not
gravity,
no gravity.
but
Do you
no
remember?
atmosphere, correct?
Do you
No
remember
atmosphere.
the movie Space Camp?
Wait.
Joe and I watched this movie Space Camp a million times when we were growing up. And it's about like kids
I
who go
went
to
to space camp.
Of course you did.
Sorry.
And it's about these kids who go to space camp and then they get to like sit, like they win like a contest. They get
Wait,
to
this
sit in a
sounds
real
familiar.
spaceship, and then it accidentally launches to space.
That's
Yes.
Ooh.
And they're stuck in space and they have
That
got to
never
get
happened
back.
to me.
And they're all just kids.
I remember. I remember that. I don't think I
Such
watched it
an
as much as you
intense
guys did, but
movie.
Wait, I don't want to go on from conspiracies yet, but we had this discussion this week. Would you rather be launched into space, like in a spaceship, or launched into the deep ocean in a submarine?
Spaceship.
Space,
Yes.
for sure.
Especially after that submarine thing a
Oh,
few
that
years
too.
ago when
Yeah.
those people
Yeah.
all combusted.
But that could happen in space too. Like
Yeah, but a shark's not going to gnaw on my
That's
limbs.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't even know what's in the ocean.
No, the ocean. We do know that there are deadly animals in the ocean.
There's at least deadly, sharks and whales. And there's probably these mammoth creatures that we haven't even discovered yet.
Sure, and just eels, and I can't even talk about
Just eels.
Eels, you know.
Eels
I think
everywhere.
there's still like dinosaurs down there.
Yeah, probably.
I don't like that.
It's crazy.
No, I don't want to be in the ocean. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nope.
I say that to
I don't
people.
like the
People
ocean.
think I'm crazy for that, but because I get it. The space is like infinite loneliness, right? And infinite where the ocean is at least finite, but still.
No,
I'm like,
it's very scary.
No, I don't even like not touching the ocean. Like I don't like going out. I
Yes,
need to be
it's
touching.
Not being able to touch the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
I don't even like going above my waist. to be honest.
I honestly, I sometimes am shocked as children. We just lived in the ocean and now
Yeah.
I'm very wary of it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It is interesting though, because we had a conversation about this one time with the nephews that because we grew up on the coast, obviously, we're all very ocean comfortable, but they grew up landlocked in Colorado. And Connor, I
yeah.
think, was saying it to me one time. He was people from Colorado, don't go in the ocean. They're wait, you go in the ocean? To them, they're it's very, very foreign to them. They don't go in the ocean.
Interesting.
Do they go in lakes and stuff?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
but even that, they're just not really water people. We're such water people, and they're not as much.
Interesting.
Colorado doesn't have a lot of lakes either.
Yeah, Colorado, you're not no one has a boat. Do you know what I mean? It's not
the biggest
Yeah.
lake
It's just
we
not
went
like
on
that.
was Chatfield Reservoir.
it's a fake man-made thing.
Man-made,
yeah,
okay,
It's a big
yeah, it's
pool.
not. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
essentially a large
There's
pool.
some, but you have to travel. You have to go.
Yeah, it's that's just not the vibe.
We do, however, have Denver International Airport with the secret city underneath of it.
Oh,
So-
talk about that. Talk about that. Talk
Have you
about
guys
that.
heard this?
No.
What?
Okay, well, first of all, it is actually not a conspiracy. It's a real thing that there's a city under Colorado
Yes.
Springs.
Oh, yes.
Or what's it called?
NORAD.
The NORAD is under Colorado Springs, and that's where Dick Cheney was the day of 9/11.
Ooh, it all gets connected.
Oh.
Here we go.
It's an
buried?
actual,
It's buried.
It's
It's been-
underneath
it was
Colorado
built-
Springs as a military base, because the Air Force Academy is there, and
Yeah, it was built into the mountains as a protect. So think about
it can't be destroyed.
If-
They could drop bombs on us, and NORAD would stand.
If a nuke hits, you want the protection of mountains and as much
Okay.
protection as you
So
can
it's
get.
still there.
Yeah.
oh yeah, they use
Oh, yeah.
it. It's
that they're the ones that monitor all of the skies.
Oh.
right. Yeah,
Yes.
this isn't a theory. This is
Oh yeah, no. It's,
yeah. This is a fact.
Yeah, it's not even a conspiracy. It's real. The military base. It's a military base. They
You
just
know what
built
I
it
wonder
into the
about that?
mountains.
I wonder, you know how they say that there's increased levels of cancer and stuff if you live on a golf course because the fertilizer and stuff gets into the water source and
Good thing we live
and
on a golf course.
Yeah, exactly. And you're breathing it in and whatever. I wonder if Colorado Spring, they live on top of an underground military thing. You just got to wonder if there's some kind of weird radiation thing going on there.
Hey, have you met somebody from Colorado Springs? That would
Yeah.
explain a lot.
I mean, I lived there, so it's fine. But go on.
But you don't originate.
I'm not an originator. Very few are.
NORAD's
wonder
pretty
why.
awesome though.
Yeah.
NORAD's cool.
Okay, so go on. The airport.
Oh, so when they built DIA,
Denver International Airport.
I'm gonna mix up on my facts, but it was back in the 90s, I believe, and it took an astronomical amount of money, way more than any airport should cost, and it took way more time. It's super spread out, whatever. So people started figuring out there was contractors coming in, certain contractors, whatever. They built essentially a city underneath the airport, and the real tricky part is later on, decades later, they started realizing between Colorado Springs and Denver, there's underground tunnels. So you can actually go back and forth from Colorado
People
Springs.
can use them?
No.
Not normal people,
Okay.
but government.
The
officials.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
The Illuminati can use it.
To go back and forth. Just
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to go from
Just
Colorado
for
Springs to
funsies.
Denver?
yeah,
for funsies.
Just for funsies.
But DIA is crazy because of all this stuff that's in there. They have these murals of
Very creepy. War.
very creepy. It looks like
war imagery.
Almost kind of a Nazi uniform. No, logos or anything, but kind
Very
of a Nazi uniform with
abstract and creepy.
a creepy guy wearing a gas mask and holding machete over children, in the airport.
In the airport.
This is their artwork.
It's very strange.
Yes.
And they're just isn't it beautiful? And you're like,
No.
We have
no, not really.
The
yeah.
craziest part, we have a huge blue horse with glowing red eyes
Ooh.
as you enter the airport.
But the sculptor.
Oh, I
you
remember
guys
that.
have been there. Have you
I
seen
remember
it?
that.
Yeah, I remember
Now,
horse.
but as the guy was making it, it fell on him and killed him. So it's like literally.
It's a demon horse.
It's a demon horse.
It's a demon horse.
And so, like, when you enter the
They
airport,
think it's
when you leave the
recording
airport,
everything. Yeah,
It definitely is recording everything.
absolutely.
Probably.
It's massive though.
So there's secret
it's
tunnels
massive.
that go down under the airport. It's.
Have people ever snuck
fascinating.
in?
Not that I've heard of. I bet they have.
No,
But like, this is a huge theory. Like,
Yeah.
Interesting.
it's very scary. It's very scary.
Very scary
Very scary.
world.
Oh,
It's very
Very
Scary
scary. I love
flat
that one.
world.
Yeah, this
Scary
flat
flat
world that we live
world.
on. Okay, do we want to talk
what about Glittergate?
Watergate?
Glittergate? Have you heard about the glitter?
Are you
the
Glittergate?
glitter?
referring to Watergate, but
No,
something with glitter?
The glitter conspiracy.
Like glitter, all glitter?
What?
Like all glitter.
What?
There's a conspiracy about glitter.
I didn't know.
Tell me.
That it's cancer.
No. There's only I'm so sorry.
What?
There's only 2 companies that make glitter.
Okay.
Like 2 major companies.
and we
that
should
make glitter.
obliterate them off of the planet.
Well, I mean, what do you use glitter for? Like, there's not
Crafts.
a lot of uses. Yeah, exactly. So apparently there was a glitter shortage at one point, and an interviewer went to interview the main glitter company is right here in New Jersey, Glitter X.
Glitter X?
Glitter X. Yeah. It's here in
Okay.
New Jersey. So the whole story started when they interviewed an official, like a high official at the company, and they were like, "Can we just come tour the factory? You know, we know there's a glitter shortage, just like to hear more about how it's made." And she was like, "No." They're like, no. Can we just come see how it's? She was like, "You can't come in. You can't be in a room where you hear the glitter being made. Like
What?
you
What?
can't be around this. I can't reveal anything." And she was like, "Well, is it secretive?" And she's like, "Well, the people that we sell it to don't want you to know that they're using glitter." And she was like, "Well, would we know that? Would we know these people if?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, you would know these people. It's a big deal."
What?
But I can't tell you who it is.
Like putting it in food?
What?
Well, yes, they think that, like, so then there's been a million theories since then. Like, why?
What are they doing with the glitter?
What are they doing with the glitter? Yeah, they think maybe they're putting in food. I've heard chemtrails.
why?
I've heard, like, I don't know. The biggest theories,
Spraying
though,
the world with glitter.
the biggest theories come.
They're like, we're just trying to make everybody a little happier.
just a little bit happier.
My gosh, yeah.
And they were like, would we know it if we saw it? And they're like, no, you wouldn't ever be able to tell that it was glitter. Which I'm like, what?
What's the point then?
You're making glitter? What are you then gluing it back together to
Yeah,
make
like,
something?
what is that?
Yeah.
What?
So the biggest theories are boats. Boats use it in like their ship holes, you know,
Okay.
like whatever.
Okay,
And I
who
guess people
cares?
freak out because that would then contaminate the water.
So are like boats farting glitter?
Like
Like
apparently that's one of the biggest theories, but the other one is the military. They think there's military use for it that we don't know about.
This is stupid.
all
It's
bombs
fascinating.
exploding.
Glitter
Glitter.
It's fascinating. It's right here in New Jersey.
Right here. We're
Where?
part of a conspiracy.
I don't know. I should look it up.
That's interesting. I feel
This is why
very
I love 'em.
confused.
But you know what? People spend their time coming up with this stuff.
I know.
Yeah. Do you know
Somebody's
that Michael
sitting-
Jackson is alive?
Oh my
Elvis is
god.
alive.
I've heard.
Elvis
No.
is alive. No, he's really, I don't believe that. But Michael Jackson, I could believe it.
But why?
I don't know.
Oh man, cloning, rich, like I mean, there's so
You know
can
they
d-
think
go down
Avril
This is
So
big
many
glitter.
rabbit holes.
Big glitter
Oh,
is involved.
Avril-
Died and has a body double.
Melissa.
Avril Lavigne, yeah.
Oh, that's her name.
That's her
Melissa,
name.
yeah.
Jim Carrey. Did you see his?
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
thing recently
that's-
about him.
That's
That
been a
was
recent one that they
wild.
think Jim Carrey's a clone.
Because he was
he
being
did
Of
this-
weird.
himself.
He did this very weird award show acceptance speech or something, and everybody was like, "Is there something wrong with him?"
It didn't look like him at all.
It kind
And
of
he's-
didn't look like him.
He's
and-
been pretty vocal about like not doing plastic surgery, not kind of being a part of
I wanna
that.
look it up.
Also, he came.
yeah.
He did an interview with like a late night person and was like, "Oh, come on, you know,
Yeah.
you know what they're doing. Come on, you know what they're doing."
Yeah,
Like he said something like that, and everybody
he's
was like,
fascinating.
"What?"
He's had
Well,
a lot
he
of
said,
really good
didn't he
ones.
say something to you like, because he like kind of disappeared from,
Yeah.
like the famous limelight,
Yes.
like didn't do award shows, didn't do public appearances, whatever. He said something along the lines of, I think like if you ever see me again out in like the public, it's not me. Something like that.
I just got chills.
I just got chills.
I just got chills.
But
He does look too perfect.
And he clearly got like work done on his face, which fine, but he's been
Like he
vocal
looks like
about
he
not
got
doing
filler.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everywhere.
But he's not, if you listen to it, he's not talking like Jim Carrey. It's very odd.
It's kind of like Inspector Gadget
Very
when they
odd.
make the robot one
Or Santa Claus 2.
or Santa Claus 2.
Guys, I'm getting chills.
Chills. Chills.
Oh, I don't like
I'm not real
it.
either.
And Matthew.
Are there any
yes.
are there any conspiracies that you actually believe are true?
The moon.
The moon.
Do you really?
She's still convinced about the moon.
I don't really know.
The car? The car?
The car is what gets her.
I know.
Yeah, I mean the fact that the astronauts have said it's fake.
I don't know if there's any that I actually believe, but I do believe that they're probably not as they've been presented to us.
Sure.
I think there was probably alternate motives to the moon that we don't know
right,
about.
like maybe they
Yeah,
did go,
I think-
but they for sure pre-recorded the stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like
But I think
something
there was
like
also
that.
a reason, like, yeah, maybe it was just the space race trying to be, get the power. But, JFK, I think there was other stuff at play there,
9/11.
So 9/11. I think there was components behind the scenes that we didn't understand and might not ever understand.
Part of the 9/11 conspiracy is that Dick Cheney was in NORAD when the towers got hit, to which they're like,
Why were you hiding?
why were you in a protective
Right.
location? You know what I mean?
There's so many fishy things.
No. The interview there that was freaky was the NORAD official that said, yeah, Dick Cheney, we came in and we told him that there was an airplane headed towards the World Trade Center. And we said,
Oh, yeah.
do you want us to send out the bombers? And he said, have I given you any other instruction? Did I give you an order? And he was like, yeah. Then why would you change it? Like, leave it, basically. And so he said, let it happen.
Yeah.
That was what this
They knew it
official
was coming,
had said.
and he was like, let it happen.
Have I said anything to the contrary? And he's like, no. Then leave it alone or whatever.
It's not good. Doesn't look good for Dick.
So that is one theory on 9/11. A lot of people blame George Bush. A lot of people blame whatever. But in the movie, I think they allude to this. But anyway, a lot of people believe that Dick Cheney was actually the power behind the throne with George Bush.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that he planned it or knew about it or used it or whatever. So, I mean, that's the thing. Every theory has 100 theories.
Is he
built
still
around
alive,
it.
Cheney?
I think so.
Very old. He must be very old.
I'm gonna look
I
it up.
don't
I don't
know.
know.
I
So
thought he
anyway,
died recently.
I don't know of any that I could say like, oh, that one's probably true, but I think there's components.
There's
that are
fishy
fun around
things.
them. The glitter
Right.
thing, that one's
Like,
real.
I doubt that any full conspiracy is true, but I bet little portions of conspiracy.
Not alive.
Not alive.
Yeah, I thought he
He
died
just
recently.
died in November.
Yeah. that's
Oh
what
my
I thought.
gosh.
84.
Well,
Okay.
God rest his soul if he was innocent. If he planned it,
There you
good
go.
riddance.
Then
know
God
where
don't rest
you
his
are.
soul.
Yeah. I mean,
There's
yikes.
portions of everyone that's true. The
course.
glitter thing is true,
Yeah.
but maybe it's just going into cat food. Like, who knows?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what would be the point?
What's the point of any of it? Where do you put glitter that we can't know about?
Right.
Why is it a secret?
Why is it a secret? If the military's using it, like, how do you weaponize glitter? I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Illuminati, that's a real thing. There was an Illuminati in like the 1700s or something, but it was for like 2 decades. I don't know. And then it stopped. Bilderberg is real.
I don't know what that is.
That's the secret society of elite people that meet every year.
What do they talk about?
Like celebrities.
They have a podcast.
Some celebrities in the podcast.
Okay.
It's mostly rich people, CEOs and stuff. They meet regularly every year, I think, in a forest in UK or something. I know, it's creepy.
No. Okay.
Anyway, so it's real, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that they're running the world.
Right.
Sure. Maybe they're just running like the stock market.
Maybe.
They're running glitter companies.
Maybe they're just running the glitter companies.
Companies.
It's very interesting. Okay, we can circle back. This is very interesting. We can circle back.
When can we circle back?
Like next
God's
week.
like, but.
I have so much I could say.
I would love to bring on somebody that actually knows these things so we could like.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
wanna,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I want to
yeah, yeah.
hear the
We
conspiracies.
we could interview TJ Spear about About
Kobe Bryant.
Oh wow.
no, who being alive. I literally just said it.
Michael Jackson.
Michael
Michael
Chaney?
Jackson. Thank you.
Why
yes.
does he believe it?
Because there was 1 year. He's gonna be so mad at me in the years.
I teach.
TJ, I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my goodness.
We were at one of those Christian. You go away for the week things.
Oh, the
and you
retreat.
stay in a hotel.
Just you and TJ?
No, it was like all of us from
We
college.
go away
went.
for a week and stay in a hotel.
It was a Christian though.
Anyway, it was like this campus crusade thing and it's like you go from for a few days over New Year's, whatever. It was me, Sabrina, TJ, Jesse, the whole Daniela, blah, blah, blah. And there was one night when we sat around and TJ was like, Michael Jackson is alive. And he convinced us. He gave us he had it was a thesis. It was
A PowerPoint
Exhibit
presentation.
A. Yeah, it was all of these things that were so convincing. And we all left Michael
Believing
Jackson's
it.
alive. Yeah, TJ has all the facts.
All the facts. We got to bring them on.
Yeah.
All the facts. We would
That's
have to have
me
him
at
as a
midnight.
guest.
Whatever one I'm watching on YouTube, I'm like, yep, that's real.
That's
Steve.
really scary.
No.
Okay. I want to shift gears and talk about shopping.
That's way better.
Because something I want to say is this. When we were so here's an example. We're going to a family wedding in a month and a half. So it's okay, you got to get a dress, right? And everyone loves to make fun of me. You know what I mean? Scott and Susie and Lauren, everyone likes to make fun of me that I go on and I order 75,000 dresses that show up at my house. But hear me out. When we were growing up, what would we do if you had an event? You would go to the what? The mall, where there was millions of stores, and you would go for one day for a bunch of hours and try on 30 dresses.
Yeah.
Literally. You'd go to Bloomingdale's, you would go to Macy's, you would go to Penny's, you would go to the Gap.
Every store.
And you would try on 10 dresses in each store, and then you would walk out with one. But we don't have that option anymore because the malls are abysmal. There's no stores in the malls. And even if there are stores, they're not even fully stocked. Even Target has online only things that are better. You know what I mean? No store is fully stocked with all of its own dresses. No mall has all of the stores anymore. And malls are hard to come by.
Malls are sad now.
They're sad. So it's there really are no brick and mortar stores for you to just walk in and be like, I walked into Macy's and I tried on all these dresses and this is the one. It's half the time, and let's say you ask the attendant, do you have this dress in a 6? You can get it online. So why did I come here?
Why am I here?
Why did I come?
Yeah.
So you have no choice but to live like this. So do I know it's bad for the environment? Absolutely. It's terrible that I'm ordering all these different dresses and then people are shipping them in boxes in plastic and bringing them to my house. I'm trying them on, then I'm returning them. So it's gas to go back. And then I know it's bad for the environment. I'm not a sample size. I'm not the type of person that can just be I'm always a medium. I'm not. There's some brands I'm a large. There's some brands I'm a medium. I don't know which size to order. So I order 2 sizes. I try them on. I see what fits. So this is what's been going on now because we have this wedding coming up and I'm trying to find something to wear. But I wanted to say, so everyone likes to criticize me. Everyone likes to make fun of me. The shopping gods have really given me some signs this week where they're
smiling.
Kaitlin, you're doing the right thing. You are on the right path because I ordered this one dress that was gorgeous. And my husband was so precious. And he lied to me when I asked him to zip it. And he said the zipper's broken.
Kaitlin.
And it just was too tight. He couldn't get it to zip. The second I took it off and I zipped, it was zip. Scott was so sweet. He was like, no, it's not you. It's the zipper's broken. It was just too tight. It's fine. It's fine. It was just, I have a womanly shape. Okay. So anyway, I go to return it. I say on Amazon, it was a $60 dress, which is at the upper end of my budget for this.
Amazon
you know what I
limit,
mean?
yes.
So I was return, too small, They said, you could keep it and here's your refund. I got refunded the $60, got to keep the dress. Now, it sucks for me because it doesn't zipper, but guess what? I have a teeny tiny little sister that just got a free $60 dress.
I still have to try it on.
That she still has to try.
$60.
That's pretty good.
When do they do that and how do we know?
And
I
ordered, I am a sucker for a sweatsuit, but particularly I have a very soft spot for a sweatshirt paired with matching shorts. I love that. I don't know, in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, like I just feel it's like, oh, you wear a cozy sweatshirt, but you have your shorts. So I was like, you know what? I had one from last year from Target that I absolutely loved. I'm going to get one this year, the updated version from Target. I got this yellow set. It's like a cardigan, a yellow cardigan with yellow like sweat shorts. Got it. It's super cute. It was on sale, whatever. The cardigan comes and there's like a little stain on the shoulder. Now, if I really like worked on it, could I have gotten it out? Probably.
Yeah.
It was probably someone's like makeup. Like they tried it on, got like makeup on it or something. Like I probably could have gotten it out, but I was just like, I don't want the one with the stain on it. But like my Target didn't have it in stock. And I was like, ugh, I don't want to like go online and like order a new one, then return this. This is annoying. So I go on and chat with customer service. And I was basically just going to ask them for a discount. Like, hey, it came with a thing on it, like a stain on it. Can you just give me like 20% off? And then like, I'll shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were like, we're sending you a new one. Keep the old one. So now Caroline gets the one with the stain and I'm getting a brand new one.
Goodness.
Like it's just like the Lord is saying, Kaitlin, keep going.
Yes.
Keep ordering.
Absolutely.
Keep doing
I will
it.
say Target is pretty good about that.
Target's great about that. Target's great about that.
Are you sure that's the Lord speaking?
I think it is. I think it is.
The Target Lord.
The Target
The
Lord.
Target Lord.
So that was a really wonderful experience for me.
That is a pretty great
It's been
experience.
good.
That is
Do I
pretty
have a dress
wonderful.
for the wedding? No. I still
You
don't.
do.
But everybody
I
else
have
has something.
options. It's fine. I have
Emily has a dress
options.
for the wedding.
Emily has a dress for the
I'll be there.
It is true though.
But
Like, how
even
are you supposed to do this?
The girls are
otherwise?
going to be flower girls, right? And so I'm like, okay, this is like the epitome. I'm like, okay, you guys all need shoes because all their dress shoes are like, look like junk. And I'm not letting them walk down the aisle at someone else's wedding with like scuffy, gross shoes. You know what I mean? I'm not ruining the
How
pictures.
dare they?
The pictures
Yes.
will not be ruined on my account. Thank you very much. So I was like, let's go to Target and Marshall's. Okay. We go to Marshall's because they were on spring break this week. We go to Marshall's. They have nothing in Jace's size, nothing in Emerson's size. They did have something in kind of Parker size. They're a little big, but I was like, let's see. I'm going to like see maybe her foot will grow.
She's
in
growing
next
by
6
the
weeks.
second,
Yeah, exactly.
so,
So I'm like, these are cute. Then we go to Target. When I tell you there was not one dress shoe, there was not one dress shoe, not one. So then I go online for Target and they have a ton of options, but it's hard to tell when you're not looking at it in front of your face which color is going to work with the dress. And then also Jace is kind of in between two sizes and Emerson is kind of in between two sizes and Parker is kind of in between two sizes. So then I literally ordered 12 pairs of shoes from Target and I'm only going to keep 3. Only going to keep 3. Do I realize that's a huge waste and a psychotic thing? Yes. What am I supposed to do? They don't have them at the store. I got to see it in person. I got to have my kid try it on to see which one fits. So this is what we're doing.
I know. Well, that was like her birthday outfit. I had to order 2 sizes
Because you don't know.
She's a baby. I don't know how big she's going to be in 3 weeks from now.
Correct.
You know?
So it's like we have no choice but to do. Like when people are like, "Oh my gosh, you ordered that many dress," I'm like, "What do you do? How do you?
You
How do
just-
you? You just hope. Like you just like get one in a size that you think might work, and you just like pray."
Sometimes I do that.
I don't have that kind of faith. Faith
but
as a
then it's
mustard
like-
seed. No,
Okay,
no.
but then if it goes wrong, then I order the next size.
But what if then things have gone out of stock? That's happened to me where like I'll order like the medium. It comes, it's tiny. Okay, example, that dress that I gave to you. I wanted to switch it for the size up. Out of stock. I would have just gotten it in the size up.
Wait, did you get it in the different style?
Yes, both of them were terrible. The first one, remember the
Oh.
boobs? So bad.
No, but the second
It
one.
came with
The
boobs?
second one is that one.
Oh,
You're getting the second one.
Second one. Okay. I couldn't remember.
It's totally, you didn't memorize all of my orders? So offended.
But see, this is the new world. This is the way we do business now.
It's just, look, it's annoying. Do I feel bad that the Amazon guy comes to my house 42 times
I
a day?
know.
Yeah, I do feel bad
He's
about
getting
it. But
paid either way.
exactly, am
don't
I
think
polluting the earth with the Amazon trucks? I am.
They're out there anyway.
Build me a brick and mortar, and then I won't have to do
No,
it.
they're electric now.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So then it's fine.
But-
But the electric batteries are worse for the environment than even gas. So
Whatever it is. But the trips aren't changing. The
that's
number
true.
of
They're-
trips
they're
doesn't
going
matter
out there
anymore.
anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But even the returns, like that's factored into the cost of business now. Like you have to do it. Target's a little bit better though, because you're actually returning it to a store.
That's true. When it doesn't work, I go back to the store.
Yeah,
and just
I
bring
don't.
it
I
in.
don't ship.
No,
it back.
I would
Right.
never ship
But
it back to Target.
even business has changed now, where saving or storing things is almost irresponsible. because then you're taking up so much space. And, you know, all the you're holding it, you forget you have it, you buy a new whatever. But like things are so cheap now that sometimes it's like we just buy a new one when you need it.
Things are so cheap now.
Yes, like
it depends on where
it
you're
does
going.
depend on the thing, but a lot of times, like in a lot of businesses now, right?
They're making so much on each thing. You're saying that like one. No. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's like we'll buy.
They're
some
upcharging so much. Marked up.
I
Right.
have to go get her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's not going.
Should we bring her in for a few
can.
moments?
Poor baby.
Why don't we go
She's
get
been
her?
up for like 30 minutes.
Okay, go get her and bring
All
her
right,
in, and
bring
then
her in.
we'll wrap this up, and we will absolutely
So sorry.
wrap this up. No, I love it. I love it. I
Freaking
love it.
Nora.
I want to tell one quick story about Easter. Every single Easter, Scott does this thing for the girls where he lays out.
Disclaimer:
Oh yeah, no little ears.
no little ears.
Okay, for this
Like
next
children's
story.
ears.
Yeah.
If you have small ears and you're
then
an
you're
adult,
fine.
you're
Yeah,
Everyone has
then you're
small
fine.
ears.
I do have small ears. So, okay. Scott will do this thing the night before where he lays out a trail of jelly beans leading to their
Yeah.
Easter basket. So they follow the trail of jelly
Yeah,
beans.
my
and
mom
go-
used to do like the footprints and like that
Cute.
whole thing. So similar.
Did we tell the story that's about the ibuprofen?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay, so there was one year where it was the night before Easter. Scott laid out the thing. We're going to bed.
I laid out a trail of
Jelly beans to the Easter. I think it was like we only had Jace. I think she was an only child at that point. Maybe Emerson, but it was at our old house.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she was little.
Scott's about to go to bed and he's like, I have a headache. And I was like, oh, let me get you ibuprofen. Because, you know, I serve my husband all the time.
All the time.
I popped right out of bed to go get the ibuprofen. And I hand him the bottle and we have like a fumble and the lid wasn't on tight.
Mm-hmm.
And so they crashed out all over the floor and they were the liquid gels, which
Look like
people
jelly
might
beans.
not realize they are identical to jelly beans.
Yeah.
A little clear
Pretty
blue
So
much
now
jelly bean.
our floor was covered with jelly beans and ibuprofen liquid gels.
jelly beans.
Intermixed with one
Well,
another.
just in case the Easter Bunny had a headache, maybe his joints are hurting, you know?
So Scott and I just like looked down and we were like, oh. Now what?
We couldn't even leave it. We couldn't. It
We
was
couldn't.
like,
We were like, what are we gonna? Our 2-year-old's gonna come out in the morning
Yeah.
and eat an ibuprofen. We
had
can't
to
risk
find
it.
Every single one of
So
them.
then we were literally up for an hour, like looking under furniture, gathering up all the jelly beans again. Everything had to go in the garbage. We had to start again. Like we were. It was so insane.
Happy Easter.
That we were like,
Happy
we've
Easter.
never once spilled ibuprofen on the floor.
Yeah.
It's never once
Ever.
happened.
Just when the jelly beans are
Except
there.
for the night when the jelly beans were on the floor. And it just so happened that we had ibuprofen liquid gels, which we've never purchased again, you might notice.
Yeah, no, not doing that again.
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's so true though. Never ever
has that ever happened.
Except the time where they mixed.
Except that one night where they all intermingled on the floor.
It was fantastic.
that
So did you
really
find
was-
them all?
Well, I
Hopefully.
hope so. Otherwise, Jace didn't have a headache for a while.
Yeah, that might explain some behavioral things.
And then you
but-
gave her LASIK.
Exactly. Then we had her put a little pill under her tongue in a line
Scratched
with a
out her
bunch of
eyes.
men. Yo, that's insane. All right, let's not make Emily rush out here. We can wrap this up.
But Noreen.
But Noreen, where is she?
Emily.
Do you want other conspiracies?
Yes, give us another one.
Yo,
give
there's
us
so
give us
many I
another
can-
one.
I
Give us
can
another
talk
one.
about.
I'm just playing.
Are
I could
you
talk
just
about
playing?
so
One
many.
conspiracy is that Nora is not actually sleeping right now. Emily just wanted a nap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Emily just wanted
is
to
like, I
walk out.
had to go in here and lay down with her.
You know what I will say about the conspiracies is I love looking at the ones that actually became true. Like
Like
that you
what?
find out.
Oh, like what?
There's all sorts of them. The government secretly gave citizens LSD.
Mm.
And so
For
it was,
what?
it was a conspiracy for a long time. They were like, we think that the government's like I think it was the CIA, is like experimenting on citizens. And everyone's like, you're crazy. That's a conspiracy, whatever. And then like
The American government?
the documents came. Yeah, the CIA. The documents came out, and they had been giving people LSD to see how it would work, like the effects of it.
How did they give it to them? There's a baby here.
A Noreen.
Oh,
Hey, baby.
come here. Come
Hi.
on camera.
Bring her on screen.
Oh,
Come on camera.
she's beautiful.
Hey, baby.
Look at her. Sit her right in the middle.
She brought
Hi,
her
baby
own
girl.
You
wine.
didn't want to take a nap?
No.
There she
feeling
is.
it.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you're really missing
Really
out.
missing out.
There
Say,
she is.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, baby.
Oh, her breath.
Can you say hi? Hi, baby girl. Hi.
Oh,
Can you say bye, Titi?
Hi. Bye, Titi.
Hi, Pooh.
She's cracking under the pressure.
she's cracking under the pressure.
Perform, kid. Perform.
Oh, she's a baby.
Oh,
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Can you do it? Cock-a-doodle-doo.
She's very stressed.
It's like,
Yeah,
guys,
she is.
I just woke up
Yeah.
10 seconds ago.
what did I miss?
When you guys wake up, you're out of it for an hour. Give me a second.
We talked about
jelly
how
beans and ibuprofen.
They dropped ibuprofen all over the floor when there was jelly beans on the floor for Easter,
And they were liquid gels.
and they looked exactly like jelly beans. And
It was really
Then
weird.
they
I
drugged
remember
Jace.
this. When was this? Was this last year?
No, it
2
was
years ago?
It was like when Jace was 2.
Oh.
It was like a very long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I do remember that.
This is the most
happened.
perfect ponytail I've ever seen in my entire life.
she's such a floof.
She's such a floof. Okay.
Ooh. And she's about to turn 1
Oh,
This week.
this week.
Oh my
I can't.
goodness.
What are we, 5 days out?
Yes.
Wow.
That is so
5 days
sad.
out.
What's it been like? one
1 year of parenting.
I know, right?
It feels infinitely longer and shorter than a year.
for sure. For
That
sure.
checks out.
Yeah.
But you guys got such a good kid.
We did.
We did.
We got blessed.
She's
Of
perfect.
course you did.
Look at her.
Nora's a conspiracy theory.
She's a conspiracy theory. She's a robot.
She's not a real baby.
She's a moon baby.
Are you a moon baby?
She came from the dark side of the moon. Maybe that's where they keep all the good babies.
Yeah. She came back on Artemis.
Yeah, exactly. Artemis 2. No, she came back on Artemis 1.
Oh yes, she
It was
is
a secret
Artemis
mission.
1.
She's Artemis 1. That's what we'll
But
get.
here's the real question. I love hearing people's answer to this. What's the thing that people told you that wasn't true
What do you mean?
about having a kid?
Oh.
Or the thing that nobody told you where you're like, how did that one not come through?
I mean, we got really lucky with her and her sleep schedule.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
man.
expecting her to be worse
Yeah.
at sleep.
for sure.
Which is how you want to
Yeah.
do it. You
Yeah.
plan
Yes.
for the worst and
Yes.
hope for the best.
Yeah,
That's great.
like
She
she
has
was bad
ruined
for
us.
like a month, and
She's
then,
ruined us moving forward.
Yeah,
yeah.
For sure.
like if we have a bad sleeper, we're
Yeah.
in for it.
Yeah.
On baby number 2,
There you go.
Oh,
we're getting her from Artemis 3.
Is this an announcement?
No, it's not. It better not be. Not that I know of.
It's an announcement for Emily.
Matthew knows, but you don't know.
I sense it. She's the best.
But yeah,
She's so
I can't
sweet.
think of anything.
What, that wasn't true that
Right.
people said would be the case for her? Aside from the sleeping, I feel like it's been
Yeah.
pretty standard baby.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward, baby.
Pretty straightforward. Pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
A
She's
straightforward
She's
baby.
like perfect at everything. Right?
I think we like her a lot more than we were expecting to.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's
That's
the
a big
one.
one.
Yeah.
We are enjoying it more than we thought.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
really nice.
For sure.
It's better than you anticipated.
Even when she was born, we were like, I still don't know how I feel about this.
That's so great. I love that.
But she's an angel.
She's an angel. She's an angel.
A wide angel.
Yeah, she is. Ooh.
Nora, if you're not going to perform, you're not coming back on the
Yeah,
pod.
we're not going to be
know.
bringing
Yeah.
you back.
You got to give us something,
No,
baby girl. You
she's
got to give the people
perfect.
something.
Let's try it one more time. Nora. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. You could do it. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
She's like, nope.
She's not gonna
Can't
do
make
it.
me.
It's so funny. We were actually just talking about this because at home she's
gets
a
shy.
nut.
Yes.
She's an absolute
Really?
nut.
She
Like
gets
not
shy.
bad behaved, but she's just like while
Into
she's eating
everything, and she's
Very
loud.
talkative.
and
Yeah.
screaming, but like in a good way.
So
not
she's
in-
No, no,
Emily.
not angry scream. No, but it's true. But like, even if Emily and I are on the phone during the week, Nora in the background
is
is
insane.
shouting
The top of her
everything.
lungs.
Like
Yeah,
having
she's
fun.
Like, bah, 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 bah.
Now picture
so
Emily on a
loud.
holiday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
True. It's so true.
It's literally that.
She eats food and then runs around singing the rest of the day.
Yes.
It's really so
So
true.
that it's her, but then as soon as she gets around people, she just
clams up.
clams
just
up.
like kind
But she was in the nursery for the first time last week at church, and she put herself down for a nap on the couch, which is an unheard of thing. Okay, she's
Of course,
an amazing
you guys
human.
would get a pet for a child.
Literally,
I know.
she's like having a
Who
cat.
just like sleep.
She's easier than your dog.
Yeah, she is.
She
easier.
really is.
Penelope's so annoying now.
Oh, she's so precious.
poor Penelope.
That's so sad.
No.
What's over there?
That's I think that was the biggest surprise that you've had
Honestly,
is that,
Oh, yeah.
is that
I feel
Emily,
bad.
the biggest dog person in the world, has become a little indifferent to her dog.
No, I love her dearly. I really do. And she is honestly the best dog to have
Yes.
with a new kid.
Yes.
Obviously. Like a new baby. She's the chillest dog. She's easygoing.
She literally lets Nora lay on her
Yes.
full weight.
Yes. And like does literally
Spread eagle,
nothing.
yeah.
She is, but she's just another being.
It's something
She's
else
just
you gotta
always in
clean
the
its
way.
poop.
She is.
Yeah,
she
and you
is
gotta feed.
Always in the way.
Always
but
in
it's
the
okay.
way.
I feel bad.
Fighting for attention.
It was the
She's not gonna hear this. It's okay.
No, the first like 9 months, I want to say, I was like, someone take the dog. Someone take the dog.
Yeah, you like
now,
actually hated her.
Now I love her again.
Oh,
I think I
good.
just needed some time, but
Yes, totally.
Ooh.
Totally.
Yeah, but she loves Penelope.
Oh, that's
That's
cute. She calls her
sweet.
Dee Dee.
Dee Dee.
Oh, that's so cute.
Say hi, Dee Dee.
That is literally so cute.
She's listening.
You know what I just forgot about with the jelly beans? Sorry, we were talking about. Did you know that Kaitlin spent $50 on Easter candy
On jelly
this year?
beans?
No,
$50.
so annoyed.
$50.
I'm so annoyed.
What did you get?
This is what happened.
Did it have
Well, at least
glitter
that's
in
what
it?
she told me for about 3 weeks, every 30 minutes. Scott, $50. 50. Well, they're not getting a dang thing other than that. I got them $50. It cost me $50 for candy. Finally, she pulls up. She's like, I got to see exactly how. Oh no, it's 26.
No, guys, it honestly, what? It literally was crazy. I went to Target one night and I was like, Scott, I got all the candy for their Easter baskets, and like, it was like $50 for like 3 bunnies and like some Cadbury eggs. Like, I'm so annoyed. Like, this is so ridiculous. Like, I'm not getting them anything. Like, this is so great. I literally talked about it for 2 weeks straight. And then the night before, I look at the receipt and I was like, this is so curious. It says 26.
Did I steal? And I
What
just-
happened to the other $25?
That's still a lot for candy, but
It is.
definitely
But it's not
half
50.
of what she
It's
was claiming.
Legitimately half of what I thought. I don't know where I got 50 from in my mind.
Did you buy a bunch of candy and then return it?
I can't possibly tell you why I thought that I had spent $50 and I had spent
Which is
26.
fine, but the amount that it consumed
Yeah.
I
our
talk about it all the
lives
time.
for
And Scott would
for
be
2
like,
weeks.
"Oh, should we do this?" And I'd be like, "Well, we spent $50 on candy, so no."
So
I was like,
No.
we're not going to get them anything.
We can't go on vacation this year.
Yeah, I'm like, we are no, literally, we're not doing anything.
$50 on candy.
Insane.
Insane.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's wrap this up. All right.
Let's do it.
Love you all. Love.
Can you say bye? Bye.
I thought that was her.
Oh.
Oh, she's cute. She's so cute.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, KaitlinElliott.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. And hey, if you want to toss us a 5-star rating, I would love you forever. Check us out next week for another new episode. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at so.what.else. Editing and all that stuff by Matt Carpenter with Parable Productions.